Last week I was talking about one guy. It was a teaser, small teaser that I had given about a British guy who's aged about 60 odd years now. And today I'll be talking a little about his struggles, and I leave a guest to you to check and let me know who that guy I'm talking about is. So this guy was born in Britain. He was a son of a farmer, and he had a couple of other brothers with him who grew up together. But he had a very big setback in his childhood. So he had this stuttering and stammering issue in his childhood, which actually led to people bullying him and putting him really down. And because of a weird face he had, he was even called strange. So he was called like an alien. And this, obviously when back in childhood, when something is told to us, the impact is really, really hard. It's very hard. So this boy also, he went into his own zone. He had very few friends. So since he did not go out and spend a lot of time outside, he developed interest in science. And his teacher was surprised, like, this guy is not very great. He will not do anything much. And by time, he became a scientist. So last week I was talking about being a side witch pilot, an actor, a racer. Now he's also a scientist. So this guy, he proved everybody wrong, and he also took an admission to the Oxford University. We all know Oxford University is like a dream for so many people who want to study, right? So he took an admission. So he proved everybody wrong, and he got an admission there. Now, while he was studying, basically he was studying electrical engineering, and there, while he was studying, he met a guy called Richard. Who was into the British film industry, and he slowly also had developed by then a passion for acting and to be in the film industry. But because of his stuttering and stammering, he was rejected. He was devastated. He was broken so much that he didn't know what to do. And when he met Richard, because Richard was a writer, he started working with him, and he also learned how to write, and they also started their own shows. So he started being a co-writer first, and then a writer himself. And at age 24, he has won the entertainment awards from British film industry, and a lot of other awards. And his one of his first shows was being on radio, later on TV, which was not the 9 o'clock show. I'm sure at least two or three people of you would have guessed who this guy is. And slowly he improved. He wrote his own comic. Majority of us would have grown up watching this. We still enjoy. I do. I'm sure it's a good relief. And after this, he slowly started seeing success. Today, his net worth is close to $130 million. It's not a small money, from being a son of a farmer to such a huge person. And the best part is he worked on his stuttering and stammering, because this comedy show that he started was only like a mime. And it was all about his expressions. It was all about his comical behavior. And it was majorly that voice that he used to give was something that we are all so actually waiting. We also wait for it when we watch his shows. And today this guy is too big. So any guesses who this guy is? This British guy who is right now, $130 million, who's an actor, a writer, and so many things. So the moment you see him, I'm sure you will all at least laugh inside you. Any guesses? Anybody wants to take a guess?
I think people should know now.
Okay, I think I still haven't given complete information. He's also given a voiceover for Zazu the bird the hornbill from Lion King. And he's also a singer, having a stuttering and stammering this thing. He's also a singer now. I'll just share my screen, probably a clue for you to guess who it is. Any guesses whose car this is?
Yeah, it's Rowan Atkinson.
Yes, that's right. So it's Rowan Atkinson. That's correct. So we've all grown up watching Mr. Bean, right? So see, the learning that we have from Mr. Bean's story is passion for your dream. All of us have a passion have a dream, but with the obstacles, we might give up on it, but never give up. He had a childhood issue that he had to, it took a lot of time for him to come over that. Today, he was I was watching one of his interviews, and he was telling, he's a very reserved guy, and he was telling that the moment I hold the script in my hand, my language becomes fluent. A childhood, I mean, an issue from childhood, and the passion that he had for British film industry changes the way he looks at things. And never give up attitude is one really big takeaway that I had from Rowan Atkinson's biography. And I'm really glad that I saw the other version of Rowan Atkinson, and I'm glad to share it over here as well. And yes, that's what I wanted to share.
Wonderful, Sahana. Really wonderful, amazing story. Now, in fact, people who are in there in book club, people who have stuttering problem, or they're thinking, "Yeah, I can't speak fluently and all," you should definitely get inspired, because at the moment I learned his story, it was super inspiring. He's coming from a normal farming background. I think the moment the farming wala background comes, I remember, oh, Bhushan is also from father of a son of a farmer, and so many others are son or daughter of a farmer. But from there to where he is right now is amazing. So thank you so much, Sahana, for sharing the wonderful story.